What is up, guys? BlackScape here, and today I wanted to do a review slash reaction to the brand new trailer from Rogue. Rogue is the GOAT, the guy that created all these awesome animations, fan animations that are all Dragon Ball, inspired by Dragon Ball. He has recreated scenes from the manga, has recreated scenes from the anime, and now he is creating something new, something he calls Revenge of F. Revenge of F trailer for the Black Frieza arc. I can only imagine what it is going to entail, what's going to happen, and what revenge is being activated here, because I mean, if Frieza really wanted to have revenge on anyone, he would have done it right here and then. But I do think that Frieza is honestly well beyond taking revenge on anyone, and basically he's got different goals, and honestly the Saiyans are probably the furthest, at least in the manga, from his mind. But I'm curious to see what Rogue has fan made from this IP Dragon Ball, and created a brand new trailer for this brand new animation that should be coming out, I believe, in 2025. So let's go ahead and watch it together, and follow me as I review slash react to this fan animation. Thank you so much. So right off the bat, we get the glossy nature of Rogue's animation, where everything is extremely shiny, but you can tell that it is well made, well crafted, well animated, and it just looks like a professional product. But when it zooms out and you start seeing the entire orchestra of villains that Frieza has brought to Earth, you start seeing a very different picture here. Well, number one, the first thing that stuck out to me is some of these are remade or inspired poses from the anime and the manga. But the one thing that I noticed immediately was two things. Number one is that the armor on Raditz and Nappa, and on Dodoria and Zarbon, looks a little bit different. Their armor looks a little bit different. It looks newer and updated, something that we may have seen in DBS Broly. And I think that this is a far sleeker design to the original armors that we got back in Dragon Ball Z. It just looks a lot better. So kudos to Rogue for recreating this artwork and also making brand new armor for them that is more inspired with the armor that we saw in Resurrection of F for some of these soldiers, and I think it looks great. But the second thing that really stood out to me is the fact that Black Frieza is really the only heavy hitter in this lineup. He is the only one that I believe is an actual threat in this lineup. Now, we don't know how strong Cooler is, but seeing as how, we don't know how strong Cooler would be if recreated. Let me get that straight. And if he's got the same type of genes as Frieza, he could become indefinitely strong. But this is the Cooler from the movie. So he scales right underneath Super Saiyan, so he's weak, completely weak. The only one that's strong here is Black Frieza, while the rest of the Frieza Force, I think that they can cause damage against planet Earth. I think that the trick here is if any of them do any sort of destructive move that can destroy the planet before anybody else can stop them. That is basically what you're fighting against. But one-on-one matches, there's nobody here besides Black Frieza that can go toe-to-toe with any of the Z fighters up to Dragon Ball Super. Alright, who invited this guy? Who invited the fusion between Yamcha and Tien? Anybody? Anybody? Who invited this guy? I have no clue. So the Z Fighters all of them, you can tell like these are some heavy hitters. We have Ultra Instinct Goku, Orange Piccolo, we have Beast Gohan, Ultra Ego Vegeta, Broly, Majin Buu. Even the androids are strong in their own right. Like, these are the heavy hitters of planet Earth. Chaozu is also here. Like, these are the guys that you would think would be able to protect Earth. But if I'm taking what's going to happen in this animation and trying to be logical about it, they're all wounded. They're all extremely wounded, actually. So the only way that they're all extremely wounded like this, in my opinion, is that prior to this, Black Frieza attacked them on Earth with some sort of supernova attack, or attacked them individually in his Black Frieza form before they got a chance to power up, and then retreated back to space, and they're all chasing him back to space. And once they go into space, they see that, okay, well, now he's got his entire army here, and he's ready for business, but they're all kind of hurt from the attack earlier, the surprise attack, because Black Frieza is not stronger than all these guys combined. There is no possible way. You have the strongest warrior here in Beast Gohan, and honestly, it's arguable if Black Frieza can even fight against Beast Gohan at all. With that being the case, and that being where I'm standing on this, I don't see anybody here that is going to really lose against the majority of the Frieza Force besides Chaozu, and that's basically it, because even Yamcha with Fused with Tien would be a powerful warrior against like an average Frieza Force grunt, and Krillin is the strongest human on the planet, so Krillin would be able to face off against these guys as well. The only one that would be having any difficulty whatsoever is Chaozu, because remember 17 scales at Super Saiyan Blue, and Android 18 scales around Super Saiyan-ish, if she's gotten a little bit stronger, maybe closer to Super Saiyan 2, but yeah, they scale pretty high. And then you have Majin Buu here, so this is entirely one-sided. There is absolutely no way that this is going to be a fair fight at all. And so there you have it. It ends with the Black Frieza supernova attack, and this is what I'm talking about. It would all boil down to how many people can protect the planet from getting hit by any planet buster attack. And there are several characters in the Frieza Force that can administer such an attack. Not even just Black Frieza. Other characters like Cooler can do the same thing. I would imagine Nappa and Raditz have the same capabilities. So, I mean, you can destroy the Earth pretty easily, and that would not only destroy the planet, cause a lot of mayhem, cause a lot of explosive damage against the Z Fighters, but a lot of them cannot breathe in space indefinitely. Chaozu, the fusion between Yamcha and Tien, and Krillin cannot breathe in space. Trunks and Goten can't breathe in space. I mean, Android 18 and 17 maybe. So there's a lot of characters, and Goku and Vegeta can't, but they can hold their breath. But how long will that last? So it really all boils down to if they can stop any sort of planet busting attack, or honestly, even if they can stop the attack that Black Frieza is about to do against planet Earth. Because, I mean, this attack is coming from the Black Frieza form. They're already hurt. Can they all stop this attack from hitting the planet? And while he is doing that, while they're all doing that, trying to stop this attack from hitting the planet, any other character can come right behind the enemy lines and attack the planet itself, and there you go. So honestly, that's kind of where it boils down to, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. And again, great work on this animation by Ren and Rogue. Awesome work on this fan animation on Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Super's manga. Thank you so much.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.